All right, everybody, welcome to today's personal development lesson. As always, I am your host, Joel Dunn. Thanks for tuning in today. Today, as you can see from the topic, we are going to be talking about habits and leadership. These are going to be the 6 habits you need as a leader to have maximum impact for your team. And so today's lesson is actually from the book High Performance Habits by Brendan Burchard. So if you haven't had a chance to get that book yet, I highly, highly, highly cannot recommend it enough. Highly recommend you get it. One of the things that sets Brendan apart is he is the highest high performance coach there is out there. He's also created an incredible program for people that are looking to become better, looking to become a high performance coach, looking to become that leader that leads at the highest levels through his training Growth Day. So if you haven't looked into Growth Day, make sure you take a chance and go and look at it. It is an incredible platform that offers so much stuff for personal development. So the objective for today is to figure out what the habits are to build a strong team, how you can help grow your network and their network, and with you being able to lead with authenticity so that you can have a greater impact. And a lot of the question is, well, why does that matter? Well, because leadership isn't just about achieving personal success, it's about inspiring and guiding others to achieve their highest potential while driving growth for the team. So, the first habit that we need to look at as a leader is we need to seek clarity. See, as the leader, you have to define a clear vision, not just for yourself, but you have to align it for your entire team that you're working with. As the leader, you know the way, you show the way, you tell the way, but you also go the way. You need to help create clarity for your team. You have to help your team identify their why and then set actionable goals for their why. Next up, you need to create and generate the energy for your team. You, as a leader, show up consistently with positivity and enthusiasm to energize and keep your team going. See, as a leader, you need to be the energizer bunny for your organization. You are the one that has that optimistic outlook. Like I say all the time, as an entrepreneur, as a leader, you are an eternal optimist. You need to be overflowing with so much positivity and enthusiasm that you can't help but infect your team and cause positivity to grow throughout your entire organization. You need to create a supportive and engaging environment that keeps your team motivated and inspired. So, how do you do that? You help by creating a daily routine for yourself for not only growth mindset, like what you're doing here today, but also you need to create a physical routine, whether it's working out, whether it's going for a walk, something that's going to energize you physically so that you have the stamina to make it through the day, the week, the months, the years. Why? Because we know as leaders, leading is tiring. So you need to do the things physically to get yourself in the best shape because sometimes you can only lead as far as you are physically fit because you will get tired faster if you're not. So, again, create energy for yourself and your team by being positive, having strong mental routines and strong physical routines to get you through the days and the weeks. Number three, you have to raise necessity. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're like, what does that mean? You need to highlight the importance of achieving personal milestones and team goals. You need to foster a sense of commitment by connecting your team's goals, your personal goals, to meaningful values. See, hitting goals for the sake of hitting goals will work sometimes, but a lot of the times people are looking for purpose along with the profit. Because we talk about this all the time. Success is great, but you have to figure out how to transition from success to significance. And when you raise that significance necessity for your team, you will have a much stronger cohesive bond and a team willing to run through walls with you towards your goals. So how do you do this? You share personal stories of transformation and success and things that inspire urgency for you and your team. Also, you're going to create and foster accountability for your team. You'll have KPIs that people need to hit so that, their key performance indicators showing the work that they're putting in is turning into results. So you're going to do the things personally, and then you are going to foster those exact same things for your team. You're going to hold yourself to that level of success and significance and foster the exact same thing for those on your team. Number 4, it wouldn't be a high performance leadership lesson if we didn't talk about action, 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 action. Number 4 is increasing productivity. Guys, you need to learn to streamline your daily tasks to focus on the high impact activities. Now, what are the high impact activities for us as leaders and for our team? Well, the funny thing is they're the exact same thing. They're things like prospecting, following up, personal development, and training. See, when you are doing the things, it's easier for you to go and teach your team the effective things, the effective tasks that are making a difference in your business that can make a difference in their business. So you're going to teach your team effective time management and duplication strategies based on the actions and the activities that create the greatest return, the high impact activities. And we know those to be prospecting, following up, and learning to be the best at what you're doing in your business. So how are you going to do that with your team? Well, you can do trainings that teach people time management, like we talk about time blocking, doing 15 focused minutes of work so that you can create something that keeps you busy throughout the day. When you take 15 to half hour of focused work, it will cause you to have work that continues to go throughout the day. Also, you can share tools and systems that you're using for, managing your team, managing your reach outs, managing your follow-ups, things that make it easier for your team to increase productivity. Number 5, in this age, you need to know how to develop influence. Now, you're the leader, so you've probably done this naturally without actually thinking through it. But today, I want you to think about how to focus on developing influence. We live in an age of attention, an age of influence. So, what you need to do is build trust by being authentic and leading by example. Say it all the time that leaders lead and go the way, and managers point and say where people need to go. So, how are you going to build trust with your team? You are going to do the things that you're telling them to do. You're going to teach and mentor your team to become confident leaders within their own teams. We talk about the levels of leadership and creating duplication within leaderships, and we want to raise up leaderships. We want to have layered leadership within our business. So you're going to take the people that you see have leadership qualities, and you're going to spend time mentoring and training and raising them up to be the next level of leadership in your business. Create what you would call a mentorship program. Who are those people that you're looking to help become the next level of leadership? You need to look for the people that are emerging leaders, those people that join your team and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, They're asking to do things, they're showing up, they're putting in the work, they're showing that they're self-starting. Take, guide, and mold them into the best possible leader to help grow your team, to help grow their team. And then that will help raise the tide for everyone. When you have multiple leaders leading in your team, that is when multiplication starts to take place. Finally, number 6, as the leader, you need to demonstrate courage for your team. Think about when you started. You were afraid to take any steps. You were questioning everything. Maybe you were fearful of hearing people tell you no. You were fearful of rejection. But with time, you were able to get through those things. So now, as a leader in the leadership position, you need to take bold steps, such as addressing challenges within the team overall, trying to innovate new approaches as the leader to help your team grow. You need to be the role model for resiliency by facing rejections and obstacles with a positive attitude. The reason why you're the leader is because you've gone the way, you've taken the most arrows up front. You may be taking more arrows as you go out further. As you go out further, what you are doing is you are increasing your influence with your team because you're doing the things that they may not be ready to do yet. You're going to develop a bold action plan for expanding your horizons. You're going to take that big step towards it. And when you do that, you're going to inspire your team to take action. There's two different things we talk about: motivation and inspiration. Motivation is lighting the fire behind somebody. Inspiration is lighting the fire in front of them, causing them to go towards it willingly. They're not running from the fire, they're running towards the fire. So you, as the leader, will create that by demonstrating courage and showing that you can go through, you can face rejections and obstacles, be positive and overcome, and show people the way. So again, to recap these habits: number 1, you're going to seek clarity. You're going to have a personal and team vision and gather everyone around it. You are going to be the one that generates the energy for your team. You are the Energizer Bunny for your team as the leader. You are going to raise necessity. You're going to share stories of transformation. You're going to raise that level of inspiration for everybody on your team. You're going to increase productivity. You're going to show people what is working, what are the high impact activities that they need to do. Number 5, you're going to develop your own influence while teaching and mentoring the next level of leaders on your team how to develop influence. And number 6, you as a leader are going to demonstrate courage by going through and facing the rejections and the obstacles with a positive attitude and showing your team that you can overcome things by hitting them straight on with courage. Guys, I hope this happened. This was a high performance training for leaders, the 6 habits that will help you guide and lead your team to success. Make sure that you share this with your team, help them to understand that they are leaders and they need these 6 habits as well. Guys, go out and make it an amazing day, and I hope your day is as awesome as you are.